a Christmas goat. They want slaughter. And then you will regret. Play back.
Nnamdi Kanu has been in jail for 5 years. I haven't seen one single protest.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be fighting for the people. So Showore was in detention for how many years? That guy was fighting his own battle. Nobody did anything. And then you want Mayegun to jump on the plane and come back and fight. They play. They play.
See,
they play. If you're not ready to deliver yourself, if you're not ready to wake up from that slumber,
I'm not going to do it for you.
Get up.
You know?
And do the needful.
Because there is even a saying, Baba, you cannot shave somebody's head behind them. So it simply means, if anyone feels like there is a fight to fight, okay? So it simply means that you have to be present. We have to do it together. But if you think somebody wants to be your hero,
yeah,
I laugh.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
No, it's not.
So that's why we always come back here.
Because it has been so counterproductive. Let's tell people why. It has never happened, and it will never happen. It is counterproductive. No one man can fight for people who are not ready to really fight for themselves. Of course, everybody needs a leader. Every movement needs a direction, right? But there must be a movement first, okay? Before you have direction or leaders, Abi. So you don't have leaders and then be looking for direction. No, come on.
Before you even start any journey, before you proceed on any journey,
there must be conviction. There must be an ideal. Are you comfortable with this Nigeria? No. Then put on your shoes, okay? And put on your clothes and everything and head to that street. But if you are looking at me and saying, which street? Then why are you asking that? Why are you complaining? Just stay there and probably die. Because that's what they want from us anyway.
Talking about Yeye Bello, somebody looted so much money. It's not breaking news. It's just unfortunate that this is supposed to be like a leader. It's supposed to be an example for the youth. But we know that he's not going to amount to anything, because like we all know, the system is being designed for him to do what he's done.
That's right.
The system that allows a governor to have immunity, like the previous caller said, why should a public office holder need immunity from prosecution? Like, Michael, how does that make any sense?
It doesn't make any sense. But it is Nigeria.
Whoever made that law, this law was made by the Obasanjo and co.
No, it was military. The military put up inside the bogus constitution.
Why?
And Obasanjo and co. Despite all the hundreds of amendments they had patch.
Him that was responsible because he ran with it. He had every opportunity to change it, so he did it. So I'll hold him responsible. It's his word, it's his law. So they could have easily changed that law, because he also benefited from that law as well. So everybody benefited from it. They all agreed to keep it.
Everybody will remove something that is protecting them from prosecution.
Exactly. And he's gonna go the next person. If this will do, I don't understand. Is it that people are so dumb or so daft? This Ododo, the money that Yeye Bello stole, this Ododo was the one that signed the money off for him.
Yeah.
He was the accountant general or whatever the hell.
That's what we heard, though. They said he was his accountant general or whatever. It was acting like his right hand man. That's why he did everything to make sure he's next.
General of Wike, and now both of them are fighting, and people are picking sides. Are you people mad? You are picking sides with a criminal.
I know. It is their criminal. He is their criminal. He's our criminal. Leave him alone.
If Wike was the governor, if something happened, if whatever his permutation was, if he didn't go as planned and he didn't succeed to become FCC minister, he will have probably been having EFCC behind him now. And then people will be saying, oh, it's a witch hunt, it's a this, forgetting the fact that is this same Fubara, the current governor, that signed off all the millions, because now we don't know
457 billion naira River State money stolen by Wike, all moved and covered.
Who signed them and who
by
signed
Fubara.
the money? Fubara.
And
then people are picking. You are picking side. Oh, this Fubara is a good man. He's going to collect
his fight. His boss. He's fighting his benefactor now. And you remember I told you, I said, don't think he's doing it for you, but if you think he's doing it for you, well,
no,
he's not fighting for. He's fighting for his own survival. So it will then become what he's fighting. It will become Wike later. Wike will be neutralized eventually, okay? So it will now become Wike. You know that now?
Like you said here. Now, so now,
Obaseki is doing the same thing. They say, I don't know, be Lagos for Oshiomole, right? Now, Oshiomole is out of the way. Obaseki is the new Oshiomole who has to choose who exactly.
And his own turn is about
it is a madhouse.
Him and his own his own turn is playing out too, because he's about to leave now, and we all know he too is gotten his hands dirty and he's also stolen so much. And by the time he also leaves, they're going to come after him. So
well, if he tries to cross the line, if he doesn't, he can go and enjoy his loot and his own. If he managed to install Asue Igodalo, for example, right, that one will cover his ass until they start fighting again. Then we'll get to know what went down.
And then some people will say, oh, I prefer this one. I prefer that one. This one it did well. This one did okay. As if all what they are doing is to your own benefit. It is not to your own benefit.
It's not.
It is not. There's absolutely nothing that these people are doing that is to your benefit.
No.
Because if they are doing anything to your benefit, you will feel it. You won't need anybody to post on social media to show you what they are doing. No. You will feel it within yourself. But if you can't feel anything, then that means, the proof is in the pudding.
I know.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate
you, Baba.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
thanks for stopping by too, Mami. So that's a Martinelli, ladies and gentlemen. I have another caller, and I am going to be rounding up soon, by the way. We've done over 2 hours already. And I've got Prince Adewale here, the African Wahala. Is that you?
Yes, it's me. Good morning, my Igbo General.
Good morning. Like you have ceaselessly been redialing. So,
yeah.
Now, go on.
Thank you for picking the call. I know, man. The line gets very busy, and I also want to appreciate you again.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you again for your works. Thank you for educating us and everybody else. And I hope the people pay attention. Pay attention, and
because that's really the work.
The
reward for the hard work. They say the reward for hard work is more hard work, right? Sometimes the feedback, or the attention, like you mentioned it, right? Like you said, right? Could be the only, something like incentive to spur me on to work more. So thank you, the African Wahala.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to speak about the actions of the boy Yeye Bello. Yes. So the guy reminds me of Dimeji Bankole. Young, arrogant.
Another disaster. Go on, Baba.
They kind of look similar. They even kind of look alike physically. Like both guys were young, very, very, these guys were walking around with their shoulders high, very pompous.
Promising future that a lot of people could say, these are the future.
And
the future, but they are not.
No, absolutely not. I mean, many young people were tapping into their aura, believing that, man, these are the young people, these are the future, this guy is the future. Man, it's time for the youth. But we all know it's a lie, okay? Yaya Bello is pretty much a representation of 99.99999% of Nigerian politicians. That's what all of them do. Every single last one of them. And the only reason why Yeye Bello will not go to prison. And I hope you guys prove me wrong. Nigerian criminal justice system, prove people like me wrong. And I know you're not going to prove me wrong. He's not going to end up in prison. Okay. Yeye Bello will eventually become a free man with those billions that he stole still in his bank accounts. They might relinquish a few,
like,
maybe a few billions,
like
go back.
his bank account or something, which is synonymous to the EFCC guys. They haven't done that to him. He's still enjoying the money.
I mean, even if they freeze his account, he probably has like 15 different bank accounts, and each one of them has like 50, maybe 500 million naira in each one of the accounts. So they can freeze 3 or 4 of the accounts. He still has 12. That's how it works. And I'm looking at the list of the properties. So there are 19 items on this list of some of the charges that you put up in the description of the video.
Yep.
16 out of the items are properties. Out of those 16 properties, 15 of the properties were in Abuja. These are places I'm very familiar with. From Asoko Road, Zone 4, Maitama, all these places, Kuzape, Gwarimpa. The other property is in Dubai.
Yes.
So this guy was exposed for having
house.
Yeah. So like I said, please people pay attention to this. Yeye Bello is a representation of 99.999% of Nigerian politicians. And the only reason I'm not saying 100% is because there are still good people, or rather people with good intention.
For the benefit of the doubt for some, right? Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll be honest with you, Mayego, at the same time, that's 0.001% that I give the benefit of the doubt. 99% of that 0.001% will still end up being criminals. Yeah, because it's a criminogenic society. You have to play ball. To them, they think they are so intelligent. They think they're smart. That, we are playing chess. We know how to move around this system. But they are dumb. They're actually dumb. The only reason they are thriving in that system is because Nigeria is a madhouse. Okay, the so-called country is the definition of a contraption. People just put it together. They just put random things together and they call it a country, and the country is absolute hellfire. Okay. Now, the only reason why I'm 100% sure that Yeye Bello will not end up in prison is because he will play ball. He will simply start kissing Tinubu's ass. He will start kissing I don't know who the current Attorney General of Federation is. He will adhere to that person. He will do everything possible to realign with the caucus within the APC that he was beefing with, because that's the only way that he wouldn't end up in prison. Because in this criminal system,
take the sheriff. Just one call. You know what? Leave Yeye alone, Jared.
Leave that boy. Leave that boy.
Sultan was calling me last night and he was saying that I should, Another one called me again, Emir of so and so. You know what, Kayode? Return all his property to him, okay? Let's go and look for somebody else. And then they break in.
They will just simply...
The government settled out of court with Yeye Bello, and that's the end of it.
Yeye Bello, and that's it. And then he will come back. And then Yeye Bello will come back if Nigeria still exists, in 2031, and he will say, I'm going to be your president, or I'll be your minister. That's how Nigeria works. That's exactly how Nigeria works. So, the proof is in the pudding. 16 properties, none of them in Kogi State. That's another evidence that your politicians don't care about your states or what you call states. For people like me, we've decided not to even identify with those states that were created by the military guys. So to me, when you say Kogi, it doesn't exist to me.
The African Wahala. Let's say you become the governor. Okay, I won't use you because impossible, okay?
I know if it would, I can't. That's why never gonna happen.
The governor, but you won't do that, okay? I won't kind of project that on you. But what I wanted to ask is this, right, Papa? How could somebody be a governor of a state for 8 years and he has no plan of living in that place immediately after? What? I mean, how?
Papa, that's the next point I was going to.
How is that even reasonable to anybody? You are a governor of Cross River State, or you are living in Lekki and London, after your tenure. Like you rule a state. Is that how much they hate their people? That they can't wait to get the hell out of the place and never come back?
Yes.
Is that how much they hate their people?
Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
Scavengers who come to take the scrap and everything they can take, and once they are done, they have no value or respect for the place. And why is that? Like you are from there, now your state. I am from Odogbolu. So if I become governor in Ogun State and 8 years, I would love to live in Odogbolu. But they are not interested in living. Even when they build all this, what they call the country homes in their
mansions,
they don't live there. Once after that 8 years, they are gone. Except when
back
they
to
come
Abuja.
Politics. Like how could you hate your people that much that you deny them development to the point that when you are done, you can't even live there? Help me. Maybe you will understand it better.
Even my brother, even the Abuja that they've all been living, the Abuja that they all run away to, like the 36 governors, I don't know how many, 48 ministers, 109 senators, House of Rep members. It's a useless government and a useless system. We all know that already. All these people that I just mentioned, about 1,000 criminals and terrorists, okay, they all live in Abuja. They claim that, I'm representing Yewa North local government, or I'm representing Delta East. I'm a senator, I'm House of Rep. They just say a bunch of trash, okay? They're like, I'm the governor of Katsina State. Oh, you live in Abuja, bro. Oh, I'm the governor of Niger State. But the Niger State that you live in, about 25% is controlled by terrorists. ISWAP, Shiroro local governments, the people they are paying taxes to terrorists. You live in Abuja. You know what I'm saying? All these guys are crazy. They live in Abuja.
But they are supposed to be because most of them actually live in Abuja or they live in Lagos before they became governor. I understand that. Let's leave that. This is my state. I am a government there. I've built roads, I've built schools, I've built hospitals, I've built things. I'm asking people to come to my state. Okay? Come and invest in my state. Come. We are good. I've built this and that. Okay? Then you leave the place after because you didn't build anything. You can't even live in that place that you have governed, that you've created, that you have to go back somewhere else. Like what? I mean, I don't understand.
No, the reason is simple, Mayegon. These people are poor people with money, and all they care about is to escape from poverty. So they consider Abuja to be a mega city where they can be living a life of opulence, a life where they feel like they are like celebrities. They raise their shoulders up.
They are less known.
And they are trash. They have even the Abuja. Mayegon, even the Abuja that they run away to, Abuja is now garbage. The Abuja is completely dilapidated as well. Just like everywhere else. Like everything in Nigeria goes to shit.
Electricity. Tell me more.
Oh, Baba, when I was younger in Abuja, we get lights, we get water, we get everything 247, we get landline. Now, none of those things exist anymore.
And I remember that.
Like none of those things exist anymore. So yeah, these guys don't care about us and they will never care. So if you keep on supporting them, you're just supporting your own demise. That's what you're doing. Okay. These guys, they've shown us proofs after proofs, time after time, that when we steal money, we're going to go invest that money in Abuja because we want to use the good roads. Or we'll go invest that money in Dubai or in London because we don't give a damn about you guys. You guys, they're literally telling us, stop supporting us. We hate you. We hate you guys.
I'm dying to have a country home in Odogbolu where I can grow trees and the trees will have fruits so that I can actually sit there, relax and enjoy all of that. That's one of the reasons why I hate this system that want to keep all of us outside and possibly allow us to die
abroad,
never to come back to that contraption. So people may not understand why some of us feel like what they are taking away from us is our own connection to our soil, our land, our ancestral days, right? So how could you be governor of a place and you hate the place so much that you can't wait to get away? And yet these guys still parade themselves as what? That's sad. That's sad.
It's sad though. My people, please stop supporting them. Mayegon, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, brother.
Okay, and then if I
and you too
again, that would be great. If I don't, enjoy the rest of the week.
And you too, sir.
Have a good one. So that's the African Wahala, and this is where I am going to. It can be so sweet that I could sit down here for another 2-3 hours, and we can be having this chat heart to heart, and a lot of you will have a lot to say too. But let me go and prepare for the evening, all right, and see if I could put together something very, very fantastic as usual for us later this evening. So thank you for spending your afternoon with me. I will see you again later in the evening. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo